Am I laying around playing video games all day?
And am I spending all the donor money on Starbucks and spa treatments?
Stay tuned to find out.
Are we unemployed?
We are not unemployed. We are part-time employees of Reaching and Teaching International to do the support raising. Another way of saying it is that we're advocates for the ministry happening in Yokohama, Japan. Similar to maybe some advocates who have come through your own church to advocate for different ministries such as Orphan Care Alliance or Compassion International. They are raising awareness and support for those organizations. And so we're trying to do something similar for the ministry that's happening in Japan.
Yeah, and we have our busy months and our slow months. For instance, the month of February was a very busy month for us. We had several support meetings, visited churches, but then the month of March that we're in now have been slower. We haven't had as many support meetings, but it's also been super busy with churches. Like, we've been involved in several different things such as conferences and talking with various different groups. And so it just looked different, but still the same work is being done.
How are you guys doing?
Hi, great.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I know a little bit about your ministry through the church, so why don't you guys tell like a little more about your ministry?
So, should we get another job?
One of us could get another part-time job, but it would not be beneficial for us to be focusing on work rather than ministry purposes at this very moment.
If we were to get another part-time job, then it does take up a significant amount of our time. We're spending those extra hours that we would be in a part-time job preparing for the ministry. And if you're supporting us, then I think that it would be better use of the support and better for the ministry as a whole if we spend that time preparing for the ministry instead of working at some job, changing tires or
Yeah. And then
whatever it might be.
Yeah, and another thing is that it wouldn't go towards, like, we're trying to get at 100% of our monthly need, and so us just having a job actually wouldn't go towards that monthly need. It would, us having a part-time job right now would go towards our living expenses, which thankfully is covered because we don't have very many of them.
Yeah. The only thing that having a part-time job would do is take up more of our schedule and reduce our flexibility for meetings. So we might miss out on some support meetings because we had a part-time job.
Yeah.
There is sin in Dan.
Where are you living now?
South Carolina.
Yeah, we're thankful that you guys were able to meet with us today and give us some wisdom from your years of the ministry in Japan.
God, please raise up laborers, raise up people who are going to be spent for your glory and honor among the nations and across the world, as you have said that it will be.
All right, let's get into this. Where does the financial support go?
The financial support goes into an account that is controlled by Reaching and Teaching International to serve in two ways. The first is that it builds up incrementally to pay for the one-time expenses that we have to get there into Japan and to get started. And then also the one-time ministry expenses that we have, such as the language school or tutoring. And And the second way is by paying for us to do the support raising and the advocacy work that we do now to get ready for the ministry. And it is a set amount by Reaching and Teaching that just covers the expenses we have in this nomad lifestyle. It's important to mention that it does not increase based on how much support that we continue to get in, and this percentage goes up, but it's set and it is not a motivation for us to continue to get more support so we can get more money now. It doesn't start until we get to Japan.
Yeah, and talking about our support, we have crafted our budget, but then also Reaching and Teaching has provided a financial advisor to look over our budget as well. And so we are trying to be as wise as we can with that, and Reaching and Teaching is also trying to ensure that we are not going above or even below like a set limit for ourselves that would be healthy for our family.
We have faced confusion in the past from people about whether or not support should start now, because we're asking for people to support the ministry, and we're talking about our percentages going up and down. And the answer is yes, we need the support to start coming in now, start entering into that account, because it does not count towards our percentage unless it's actually going in. So what's the word for when someone's committed to it, but they're not actually giving?
Verbal. A verbal commitment versus an actual commitment. So the actual commitment is someone that has gone through the process of supporting us on a monthly basis, and it's drawing out of their account now, versus someone that has just said that they're going to give. We're super thankful for both, but to get to that 100% and to purchase plane tickets, we have to have those counted commitments.
The support account is regulated.
No, that's super encouraging. And we were also encouraged last night, even by your just willingness of wanting to pray for us, but also support us financially. We were looking for monthly partners, and I'm not sure what you were thinking, but we wanted to ask if you would be a monthly partner to us.
Yes.
To our supporters, thank you so much for all your support. It helps us to hit the ground running when we get to Japan.
Yes, and to anyone else, if you're interested in joining us, either prayerfully or financially, we'll have the links below. So we just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time. Bye.